Oh, I can sleep now. Oh, fair enough, you're going to let me do that now. I might just say no. Let's get rid of this day. It was a bad day for flipping the truck. Oh, you're welcome, mate. Like I said, I was proving a point that those corners were sharp. Right, come on workers, bring in some money. We got a lot of catching up to do. Now we hopefully get to see, if I don't crash again, all this in daylight and in crash cam. Didn't we do a pickup here once? Pretty sure we fueled up here. Alright, let me bring the mirrors up. Let me bring the GPS up. Iceland with no ice. That's if you ever wondered what Iceland would look like with no ice. Here we go, crash cam. Let's hear this engine sound and see more of the scenery. Not a good day for the truck, Mike. Truck might disagree with you. Truck found it more than I did. Here we go, my favourite road to drive on all of ETS thus far. Might be new ones, maybe when, actually there's a few in Russia I like, but... Oh, of course it's going to rain. Yeah, whether or not we're going to get the Russia DLC, considering what's going on at the moment, I don't know. Yeah, fair enough. The cat slept through it all, apparently. The cat that I forgot I had. What's going on at the moment? Never mind, okay. Oh, I see what you mean. What's going on there, but you figured it out. Yeah, actually that is a sheer brilliance, Causey. Yeah, yeah, that is a fantastic idea. Yeah, no, fair enough, Mike. Yeah, that's how I think. I mean, it's a long time coming. I mean, Texas was announced ages ago, and now they've announced Montana. And you still haven't got a release date on Texas yet, and still no release date on Russia. But yeah, that's what I was wondering about, whether or not, because of what's going on, they might not sort of do it. I don't know. But Causey, that is a fantastic idea. They've already done the work and everything on it, so it'd be a bit of a loss business-wise. But, I mean, I don't care, to be honest, if they released it, because it's separate. It's got nothing to do with what's happened with the real Russia. It's just something to do in the game to drive to. There's no effect, and you're not really supporting Russia just doing it. You're just enjoying a game. So, yeah, I don't know. But I'm sure there's people out there that sort of blend the realism into the fantasy, if you will, and make connections with them. Just to give them something to jump up and down about. But I might as well just put Rush Map back on, actually. Because I do miss driving in Russia. Because I thought Russia... The reason why I didn't put it back on is because the Russian DLC was going to come out, but it's been so long and still got no word on it. So maybe I'll try and find a updated version of Rush Map and stick it back on and go through all that. Load order mucking about and everything. I'm just showing you guys the scenery. That's why I'm in this view. Maybe Mike. Yeah. It's a worry. That old thing. Anyway, let's get away from that, eh? Let's come here to escape all that. Let's talk about something else. How's the COVID situation? I'm joking. It's so nice to drive along here again. You're probably sitting there looking at this going, what a letdown, what are you on about? But I just love the scenery. All the volcanic stones and all that, you know, around here. It first blew me away, having the fact that if it's just half of Iceland was ice and snow and the other half is like this. There's 7 grand. Of course we need 150, well we need 300 really. Well, actually more than that, we need 400,000 by the end of the stream just to catch up to ATS. Well, technically, plus another almost 200 on top, 600,000 in one stream. Don't see that happening. Oh, does she? Now she'll be right, her mum's a doctor. I haven't watched her for a while, Mike, because there hasn't been anything really that she's watching I'd like to watch her watch. I found a couple of people started on Battlestar Galactica, which was nice. It's one of those things I just thought, why people don't watch that and react to that, and the other one, Orphan Black. Orphan Black was amazing. Two of my favourites TV series. I just actually started watching one last night, which I only watched it because I thought, oh, I don't really want to watch this, but I've got nothing else, so I'll give it a go. Called Treadstone, and boy, I'm enjoying that. I've watched about 3 episodes, but yeah. And it's based off the Jason Bourne movies with the sleeper agents. Really good. Also watched, I like The Walking Dead. I've watched The Walking Dead all the way through, and Fear the Walking Dead. I've thoroughly enjoyed those, and I watched The Walking Dead, The World Beyond. It was 2 seasons. I don't know if it got cancelled or it was only planned for 2 seasons, whatever it was. It wasn't the same. It was alright. It wasn't the same. It was like B grade acting. And it was more like to be honest, it was more like a High School Musical type thing. It was more, it felt like it was more aimed at teenagers. 1.44 is an open beta, is it? Yay, that means I've got to wait for Pro Mods update, don't I? So I'm stuck on this. So what's new in the 1.44? I've probably read it, but it's probably been a while. It sort of rings a bell. Mod refund feature? Saw a bit of lag there. I was hoping it was saving at the time because I was partly looking at the screen and partly looking at what you've written, which is going to take me a while to read through, Causey, because of the corners. Good old-fashioned corners. Look at the GGs, the horses. Hang on, Causey, I'm just trying to catch up with your last one while I'm trying to stay on the road and not tip it over again. Causey, GG, mate, how are ya? Thank you for the raid, buddy. Welcome to everyone who's come along with them. Welcome to Iceland. We're in crash cam, so I can show off. This is my most favourite road to drive on of all of ETS. Well, I mean, it is pro mods, but still. So I'm giving everyone a nice wide view. How was your stream? Oh, I still haven't done that, bud. I've got to get onto it. Alright, I'm about to lose your comment. Coming to mod refund feature, icons representing weather. A truck part is factory part, licensed part, aftermarket part, or unknown part. Really? So the mod refund, I'm guessing if you have a mod later and delete the mod, and the game refunds you as you spend on the truck parts for. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like this. The delivery I was supposed to take, I was supposed to go through north, but I've been trying to show everyone who hasn't seen Iceland, the southern part of Iceland, so I decided to go this way. which didn't start off well because I tipped the trailer and the truck with it, obviously. Because we've been North Icing before. I had the winter mod on, but there's no difference with the winter mod on. And we've been through this way a couple of times, but each time it was foggy or night time and couldn't see anything. So having the spring mod on now, at least you get to see what it looks like. You do, mate. 13 hours. Got to keep your wits about you, especially when you're driving, mate. There's a reason why you're only allowed to drive 8 hours or whatever it is. Mind you, a bit more dangerous in real life, but still, for your mental well-being, you need that sleep. Will do, buddy. Thanks for popping in, mate. I'll come and visit at some stage. Been absolutely busy at the moment and a lot going on in the mornings and whatnot, so get the email that you're live and I will pop in, try and make it a regular occurrence as much as I can. See how you're getting on with ETS and what you grow on it, since you're a big lover of it. Oh, what's that? A Kiwi? What is this? I'm good. Welcome, mate. First time chat. How you going? You're a Kiwi as well, are you? Thank you for the follow, Maverick. "12 hours every day." Oh, mate, you'll be catching up to me pretty soon. And I've got, I don't know how many thousands, but you know, well into maybe 3,000 hours, 4,000 hours into this. Actually, probably a lot more because I lost my original Steam account. Had to start again. I played this a lot. Ooh. This is not the best road to have your chat going on. It's just a shame I can't have my chat overlay on for this game. It tends to hide it behind the game after a while. And this can at least, yeah, well, no doubt, the amount of hours he's popped in. Oh, we're getting close to the ferry. Yeah, I'm really cautious now after tipping over, I'll tell you that. Yeah, well, it's easy to do, mate, you know, especially when I had like all the other map mods on Rush Map, Southern Region, all that kind of stuff. The old Southern Region where you go to Egypt, all across North Africa. To spend hours, I'd always take the longest trip. The longer the better. And I spend hours on this game. Yeah, alright, mate, have a good one. So, Causey, what do you think of the scenery so far? You're probably sitting there trying to wonder why this is my favourite road. But I don't know why, I just love the scenery around this. Absolutely lovely. Well, I absolutely love it is what I should say. Oh, you're an Aussie. Yeah, I was just remembering, I was waiting for that. That's the problem, like I said, the problem with trying to keep up a chat and stay on the road. My Anzac brother. Another one. Actually, I haven't seen Aussie Cocky for a while. Or DC Dave. Well, mind you, I didn't stream for 3 weeks, but I didn't see them the other day. I'm farming some. Get into gear. We'll be getting into the snow soon, if I remember rightly, and I should remember rightly. I've spent most of my time in each year, so I've probably driven around Iceland more than anywhere else. I think there's a viewpoint first. We've got to go past a viewpoint and sleep. Oh, there it is right there. Yeah, it is an amazing part of Promods. I really love it. Like I said, it's my favourite place to drive so far. My other favourite used to be in through Russia with the Rush map, but I don't have Rush map on anymore, Maverick, because with the last update, as you do, you've got to wait for the map modders to update it, and that's the reason why I stuck with Pro Mods and just Rush map, because I used to have a lot of them on RoX, Swedish Islands, a ton of them, and I just got sick having to re-download them and redo them, and sometimes the load order would change for some reason or another every time there was a major update in the game. But I didn't bother updating it because they announced the release of the Russian DLC, so I've been waiting for that to come out, and we were just talking about it earlier. It's still hasn't got a date on release yet, so I might put Rush map back on. I used to love driving up around there. Yeah, and I like the change in the landscape, you know. More income. Oh, we're almost at the 150,000 mark. Now that's going to be the interesting thing. How much is it going to cost us for a worker's truck? There we go. We're into the snow. And I like the fact that, you know, you got all that green area and half of it's green and lush and the other half is just snow and ice. And I do like driving in the north, but I just love driving in the south much more. Where we get in the ferry, actually, I saw an amazing mini-series, a murder mystery based there from Iceland, made by Iceland TV. It's fantastic. It's, hey, oh, right. I haven't got an ad, but I know what you mean. No, tell a lie, got an ad. Ad's done. Yeah, mine's still going, mate. Yeah, it was bad timing, my gift to you, wasn't it? Because you didn't get to see much use out of it because of what happened. Everything that went wrong. And plus the week off. But I had had the week off, but the reason I hadn't been streaming for 3 weeks is I've had some things go on. One of them was I woke up one day and my internet didn't work. It wasn't working. And it turned out the actual cable to my fibre box disappeared. And it was because the painters pulled some piece of wood out of the underneath my house, and that pulled the cable because the guys that installed my cable didn't bother doing a really good job. So, yeah. It took a couple of days before a guy came in with a bit of brains from the same company and actually attached the wire to the wall inside, which they never did. It used to come out a little bit and you'd get exposed wires, and I pushed it back in. And he also put the wire under the house into some PVC piping. So that was good. And the internet's worked a bit better since then, along with other things. And then we had, when that was fixed, we had Farming Sim scheduled, and Nitrado had an issue with their servers and I couldn't get onto the server. Which reminds me, I was supposed to actually download the save game and I've forgotten to do that. Just in case that happens again. I was just looking at the time going, well, that was quick day we went through, but we did actually sleep late, didn't we? So we got up about 10, 11.
Go straight up.
We've still got 2,500 k's to go. And then we've got to see where we are at time-wise after we get off the ferry. So I'll probably go back into CAD view and we'll work it from there. Even if we drive for a couple of hours and have to sleep or whatever it is, I'll stay in CAD view the next day as well. I'll work it out. Oh, for anyone that is new to the stream and wondering what the competition is about, you can type an ! truck into chat and that'll give you pretty much all the info you need. But basically it's just a competition to find out which is the easiest to make money on between ETS2 and ATS. And there are some little guidelines, a bit of control factors going on, things I can and can't do as well, just to keep it as even as possible. And currently ATS is in the lead, which I'll be streaming tomorrow, by a long shot. ATS have got about 180,000 in the bank. We've also got 23 trucks where I've only got the 21 trucks here. And got the 5 large garages where I've got 4 large garages in this one and 1 small one. So ETS has got a bit of catching up to do. And it's the first one to get to having 100 garages and $100 million in the bank. And each garage's got to have 1 trailer and obviously filled with workers.
Right.
Let me see if I can fix that, Causey. That should have worked. For some reason it's turned off. Good old CloudBot. For reasons unexplained. Let's see if that fixed it. Oh, I love it. Every time. I like how I get my own chat rules and I have to agree to my own chat rules when I go into chat. There we go. Yeah, it's back up. So that's the basically the rules. With this competition. No, that's a whole tapped out. So basically, to start off, we have contracts with certain companies to deliver for them, so only deliver for those companies. And every time we buy a new garage, we can add another company into the mix, which chat gets to decide which company that is. The chat gets to decide, you guys get to decide where our new garage is going to be as well, and you also get to decide what deliveries we take. I'll leave that up to you. 11 grand, look at that. Now we got budgets as well. The budget is for the workers' trucks is 150,000. For my trucks, the budget started off at 200,000, I think. And with each garage goes up 50,000, so we're up to about $350,000 we can spend on trucks. When I buy another garage, it'll go up to 400,000, which only matters in ETS, because ATS I can pretty much mix out the trucks and all that, and still about 100 grand left over now. And the other rule is once I deliver out of any of the countries or states, depending on the game, that with the company that I've got a contract to, I've then got to find a delivery back into the state or country that one of my garages is in, and deliver for one of the companies that I've got a contract for. And if there isn't one there, I have to find a company that is delivering to one of the companies that I've got a contract for. So basically, like saying my company's commissioned me to go off and bring back the delivery for them from somewhere else. If that doesn't happen, I'm unable to do that, then I've got to actually sort of, I don't know what I'm doing here, quotes, you can't see me, but I've got to basically drive back with no load back to the garage, my home garage, wherever I am at that time. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've had to tweak in that because it's the first time I did it, and there was things I didn't think about. So there's been rules and stuff I had to add in. I do have a lot of mods, but most of the mods don't give any advantage, except for one, which I realised a bit too late on. They're just basically ones that give me extra cargo options and stuff, but I only have it if I can have it in both games, ETS and ATS, which I've got Jazzy Cat and stuff like that. But the one I've got is because I've never understood, two things I've never understood about ETS and ATS. How in ATS you can get insurance and ETS you can't. I've never understood that. The other one is how come in ETS you get the option, different tyres that have different things that they can do, better grip in the wet, better economy and stuff like that, and you don't get that in ATS. I don't understand that. But I found a mod that gives me the insurance works the same as the ATS for ETS. But then I realised, well after that, that the whole point was trying to figure out between what the games provide, and most of all, which one's the easiest to make the money on. Because ETS doesn't have the insurance, but I will have no doubt at some stage I'll come back and redo this competition because there was a lot of kinks to be ironed out and stuff. Whoever wins on this one, if I come back and do it again, I can either A, clarify, since I've got the rules and all that and I know exactly what to do and don't have things sort of turn up and adjust and all that can have an effect, to clarify that that is the easiest one to do, or give the opportunity for the other game to come back and then win. In that case, if it's a 1-1, I'll have to do it again. Damn it. But I try and keep it all equal as possible, string the same amount of times if I can. Because I better make sure I need to know exactly where I'm going here. Because sometimes there's updates